Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Yasharallah, peace be unto the nation of Israel, whom out of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and speckled Israelites, being Israelite foreigners, scattered across the four corners of the earth, including within America, Babylon the Great, the main place for our captivity. And we are the Most High Yahweh, chosen people of the nation of Israel. So without further ado, as always, in Allah Shwan Kadash, being the holy tongue, as in the Paleo Hebrew, being the ancient Hebrew, we give our praises, glory, infinite honor to my power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom is the God of the living, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai Barach, which is our praise to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son Yahushai and the Holy Spirit, whom is our strength and our Redeemer, and our light and our salvation. In the same tongue, Adamashin Akabwadium, Lahasakwanium, Shal Gadarawakab, many double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, and Shalom, honors and salutations to Bayashid Abadah, referring to the house of David, the one-third elect remnant of the nation of Israel, along with the rest of the one-third elect men, women, and children of Israel. It's your fellow servant Malak Rayab, back at it again with a quick video going into the prophecy of Jacob's trouble, okay, regarding a so-called black man who's recently found hanging from a tree in New York, in Albany, New York, all right, in which Esau's modern-day Romans, the Tyrians, the police, have the law enforcement, being the police, have ruled this a suicide, okay. Just like they ruled the lynching death of Omari Hardwick about 4 or 5 years ago as a suicide, because this is a part of Esau's efforts to keep the secular history of oppression, great egregious oppression and affliction upon the so-called black and brown communities of the respective kingdoms of Israel, of the southern and northern kingdoms of Israel, because for those who are part of this, who are part on the younger side, mainly within this current Gen Z generation, that may not be too aware of lynchings by way of Esau, removing, looking to remove, certain components of secular history, from the textbooks and, his curriculum in the schools, really indoctrination camps. Lynchings was a known practice of punishing the so-called Negro slaves of the southern kingdom of Israel. And they were doing that also to the northern kingdom during the 19th century, lynching so-called Mexicans specifically, whom they would catch speaking Spanish, deeming them to be uppity. All right, so it says on June 11th, a black man was found hanging dead from a tree in Albany, New York. While police have labeled it a suicide, locals and police identifying themselves as family members of the man are skeptical. It says, according to the Times Union, a call was made at around 8 a.m. last Wednesday, and officers found a body hanging from a tree on Westerlo Street. Videos circulated on social media showing the body, but were quickly taken down. When a black man is hanging from a tree, the first thought is lynching, even given America's sordid history with the practice I just mentioned. But local police were quick to push back against that narrative. Now, let's further expound on that history. It's on Democracy Now! Of an article published 5 years ago on June 22nd, 2020. And it's entitled, 5 Black and Brown Men Have Been Recently Found Hanged in Public, where some of them lynched. And, you could read the rest of this for further information. For the sake of time, I'm going to jump straight down to the point. All right. Says, there's a CDC report that I've been looking at that says that there have been 79 unsolved hangings of blacks and that they've all been males. In this report, 79 hangings that are unsolved between 2000 and 2016. Why is that? Okay. Ecclesiastes 1:9. All right. And it says, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be done, or shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Okay, because the same people who rule in this empire and this world are the Edomites. Okay, and they were doing the same things to our people. They were doing this very practice of lynching our people back within the Hellenist period, during the height of the pagan Greco-Roman Empire, during Antiochus Epiphanes, following and Alexander the Greek's rulership. Okay, with them Edomites coined as the Greeks back then, were known to do this to our people. So this is 1 Maccabees 1:61, and it says, all right, Slakia says, and they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them. All right. So we were punished for keeping rehearsing righteous law, statutes, commandments. And that's why Antiochus Epiphanes, all right, what was known to, greatly persecute our people to death. Okay, including the Maccabean family and the mother of the Maccabean family. Okay, so this is Lamentations 4 and 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. Our end is come." All right. So it says, and it lines up with the curse in Deuteronomy 28, how we will have no assurance of our lives, man, because we be persecuted by our enemies, including our arch nemesis Esau, Edom. Verse 19, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. All right, and the eagle represents the vilest, of the air. Okay, representing the most wicked of his kind. All right, Fred representing iniquity. All right, hence the symbol of Egypt being of an eagle, and the symbol of the pagan Greco-Roman Empire being of the eagle. Fred associated with the subclan white man, the man of sin and son of perdition, Esau, Edom. Okay. Says, the breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yeshua, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through, and to thee thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked. All right, so you're being exposed by way of all the wickedness you've done to our people. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And it's going to happen as is further fulfilled in Isaiah 47th chapter of the uncovering of the whoredom of the virgin daughter of Babylon by her proverbial skirt being lifted up and exposing her wickedness, her filth. Okay, on behalf of Esau, having that shameful spewing casted upon that same glory, which is iniquity. Okay, because you're going to be destroyed. Your brightness is going to be defiled, which is your wisdom, knowledge, understanding of this world, through your wine, your democracy, your religion, your politics, and so forth. And this is why Trump is being afraid exposed as a goddamn incompetent buffoon. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off. I got to clock back into the fucking clock soon, so I'm gonna play this video as much as I can. Okay. This is in fair use. All right.
They found another young black man hanging. Now this time they found a noose around a young black man's neck outside of a hotel. Now,
and by the way, this is the second lynching in about a month and a half or 2 months, because the most recent lynching that took place was back in North Carolina about a month and a half or 2 months ago, man.
Young brother was named Amari Bryant, and his family has maintained that the 18-year-old was not suicidal. However, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation said there was no evidence of foul play. Now, every time I've covered these stories, the family all said the same thing verbatim. They wasn't suicidal. They didn't have problems like that. They wouldn't even think like that. You know, people who actually know them would say that. In every single case, the law enforcement, coroners, they quickly say, yeah, suicide, with no investigation into anything. Because they quickly cover up the lynchings of black men in America. And this has continued to go on. While we don't go out here, at one point in time, we heard things like this. It was something gonna happen with the black community behind it, but now we just hear the police say suicide, like, oh, okay, that's what it is. When we know that black people rank the lowest in America with suicides, and black men rank even lower than definitely white men with suicides. And also, if you know, I can't show the picture here, and I wouldn't show the picture here, because we need to stop getting accustomed to watching black death like that. Because you talking about your life mattering, well, when people see you die all the time, they're just used to it by now, right? Notice they don't show death photos in no other group. Why? Because they don't want you accustomed to watching them die like that. So pay attention to that propaganda. Now, he was hung outside of a hotel in Homerville, in Georgia. Those of you from Georgia know where that's at. You can give us some information if it's a racist area or what. Now, if he was going to hang himself, why would he go outside of the hotel to do it? Why he wouldn't do that just inside the hotel room?
Exactly, man. You know, I'm gonna fast forward to what he said towards the end. So I gotta clock back in.
Bryant. It's just when you hear me say a wicked and evil nation, when you hear me call this place Babylon, this is another example why.
That's it. And Babylon the Great, you know, pursuing on Psalm 137 and 8 on down, the virgins out of Babylon on behalf of Esau, Edom will be destroyed by Yahweh by Shem and Shai. So in the aftermath of the destruction will bring forth that salvation from this wicked ass place, this sinful kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. So I don't write this out. This is for the edifying his Lord and to elect him and give all praises, glory, infinite honor to my power, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom is the God of the living, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barach Rash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Shalom, honor salutations to Bayashid Abadah, the house of David, along with the rest of the 1/3 elect men, women, and children of Israel. Abal, Abal, I'm a Wasla Babal soon and very soon, and on to the next one.